Alright, what's up JZFishing? Today it is a bit cold, as you guys might be able to tell. I'm actually blowing out smoke through my mouth because it's so cold. But because of the cold, you guys know what time it is. It is trout season, let's go! Alright, trout is probably my favorite ever species of fish to catch. So I'm super excited. They started stocking Bon Tempe, I think, last week. It's been getting kind of cold, which is not great. I don't like the cold, but they've started stocking Bon Tempe. So I'm super excited to get out there on the water and catch some rainbow trout. Let's go! Alright, so a bit of backstory before we actually get to the lake. We started really fishing for trout, I would say about a year ago. It was about this time of year, right? And we went over to Bon Tempe to try and fish for bass. And we caught absolutely nothing. We spent maybe 4-5 hours trying to fish for bass. And keep in mind, this was when, like, we're not very good at bass fishing already, but this was like before we had even caught a bass. Like, this was bad. But anyways, we were fishing for bass. We fished the dam, we fished back there, we fished again at the dam, then we went down to Alpine, then we came back. And so we were walking over to like the other side of the Bon Tempe, where there's that like car thing and there's a couple of coves. And we came upon this one cove where there was a bunch of people fishing. And we walked up and we were like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, we're trout fishing." We were like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah, they just stocked it like just a couple of days ago." And we were like, "Oh, well, we've got some trout stuff, right?" And so they're like, "Oh yeah, here, let us show you the rig that we're using." And so they show us this rig, which I'll explain to you guys when we get there. And we cast out. And me and Joe both catch our first ever rainbow trout. Now, this was before Zach was even fishing. But we catch our first ever rainbow trout. And that was where I was like, dang, I want to be a trout fisherman. So then, right, we go over to Yosemite. You guys, and then actually, before we went to Yosemite, we went back to Bon Tempe like the next day and we made a video. Link to that will be up there. And then we went back to Yosemite, and a link to that playlist will be also up there right now. And in Yosemite, we caught fly fishing trout. And we caught trout just with our normal spinning tackle. And that was really the first time we'd ever caught a river trout ever, for any of us, and a river trout by ourselves. So that was a big monument for us. So now we're gonna try and go catch some more trout. And the reason they haven't been stocking it very lately, like last trout season was kind of bad. And the reason that happened was because there was a bacterial outbreak inside the hatcheries. So now, there's no more bacterial outbreak and they're stocking it again. So let's go catch them. Alright, so quick little update. We just got down to the lake here. And I got one rod out. You can probably see it behind me there. Oh wait, my head's in the way. There's one rod behind there. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's just out there. If you hear the ringing, you know that's a fish. So I got 3 other rods here. If I can, 3 other rods here. I got my fishing backpack, got my stuff, and let me just quickly show you guys how to make one of those rigs. Alright, so this is the rig that I'm using. Got one of the rods from, if you guys have been following us very closely, you guys will know that we are right now running a JZFishing camp. And these are one of the rods that we bought for that. So we got a really tiny, I don't know what it's called, I think it's called Dock Runner rod. A review of that will be coming shortly. Going into, I think this is a half ounce weight, sliding weight, going into a swivel with a 4-pound mono leader, or fluoro if you've got it. Mono or fluoro leader, 4 pounds. As long as you can easily cast it, at least for here. Going into, I think this is probably size 2, size 3 hook. Then you want to put power bait on here, and you want to put just enough power bait that it makes it float, but not so much that it's a waste of power bait. But yeah, that's about all you're really gonna need in terms of fishing at Bon Tempe. Yeah, so just make sure that something you really want to have is a long leader. As you guys can see, I got a really long leader, and power bait that makes it float. So that's what gets it above the ground and into the trout's mouth. See you guys. Alright, so I just got all the rods out. I'm leaving one in just in case something happens, but the bite's going on, I can cast it back out. So we're just kind of chilling now. We're waiting for fish to bite, waiting for a bell to ring. Once that happens, it's game time. If we catch enough, or even if we catch one that's a keeper size, which I think they all are, but if we catch one, I think we might do a catch and cook, or at least we'll show you guys how we're filleting the fish. We'll show you guys how we're gonna cook them. Might not show you guys how we're eating them because, family and stuff. But all of that is to come. Just fix this here. But yeah, now the great waiting game begins. Alright, that wraps up today's video. Thank you guys for sticking to the end. If you do enjoy today's video, make sure to hit the like button. Tell us in the comment section below what you'd like to see more of in our future videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're already logged in. If you're not, it's a pain in the butt, and if you're down to do it, then that's fine. But if you're not, I understand. Merch link down in the description below. All of those designs are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I designed them all myself. They are all in the description. A video, like our latest video, will be right there. If you guys want to go check that out. We got socials that always nice to follow, behind the scenes kind of stuff. And even though we didn't catch any fish, we might go back out there later on this month, try and catch some trout. We just gotta wait for the rain to happen. And yeah, see you guys.